Now, the city of Dublin always ready to fill a stadium for some friendly competition. And today, the Irish crowd has shown up in force. Not for Gaelic football, or hurling, or rugby partner, no. But to welcome the NFL to the beautiful Emerald Isle. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Jets.
Cade York to kick off for the Jets.
Katie York set to get this one started. And away we go from Dublin. On the return, here's Nico Rumihio. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
On the return, the Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. Kelsey's got it right side. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
On second down, Mahomes. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Brandon Stevens has it. And the Jets are off to a great start defensively. They force a turnover on the opening possession.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Wouldn't make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Call it no gain that time, and they'll have second and goal.
Second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
They go to him again. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Give him 2 yards on the run, and that leaves them just inches short for third down.
Third and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
He tries to sneak it, and he gets in. Touchdown! All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on fourth down, but that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
Cade York to kick off for the Jets.
On now is York to kick this one away. Not liking what it looked like ahead of him there, Brock. So he's going to take a knee, and this is going to come out to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Looking to throw Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the perimeter. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Chiefs.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. To the air, Mahomes. And down he goes. They drop him right along that midfield stripe. Offensive line fast. And Mahomes doesn't like what he sees. He's changing things up. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
I got to say, with the type of throw that took, and then where he made that catch, it had taken all 11 defenders and maybe a couple extra from the sidelines to keep him out of the end zone. Not only did he earn it, felt like he deserved that touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And that ties things at 7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 35-yard line.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Smith. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. Well, they tried to match that last touchdown in just one play, Brock. Just couldn't connect on the deep shot.
Would have been kind of nice, right, if one play was all it took, but just not going to happen.
Throwing on 2nd. Smith. Short pass brought in. Working and finally forced to that sideline. So call that a gain of about 28. And it's going to be a New York 1st down.
That's
good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
We've set it downs from 37. Smith to the air now. Escapes the pocket. Brought in right side by Sadiq. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. And this is going to be about a 6-yard pickup. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Both teams neck and neck so far. Take a quick break, and we'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Jets football. They're looking at 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And he stopped just shy of that 1st down at the 28. 3rd down upcoming.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Now Smith. And that's going to fall incomplete on a look to his running back, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Would have been a 45-yarder, but instead the offense staying out there. They're going for it on 4th. Looking to throw, Smith. He's got it to his running back. Racing towards the corner, and he's across. Touchdown, New York. Brees Hall from 28 yards out. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Cade York to kick off for the Jets.
Now he's York to kick this one away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Mahomes throwing here on 2nd. Escapes out to the left. Pressure closing in. They're going to get him back at the 20. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and less than a yard.
3rd and long for him here. Got a man, and Kelsey has it. Down here after a gain of about 14 yards, it looks like. That's going to give them the first.
They call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection. Set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Walker on 1st down. He's taken down after gaining a couple. That's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Receiver gets it here on the end around. Takes across midfield, hits the opposing territory. And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
He's going to be taken down. Play goes for about 10 yards. And that earns Kansas City the 1st down. A nice early return there. They're going to be more than happy with that one, Brock. And could be a huge boost to their offense if this ground game can get going at this pace.
Every offense in this league searches for explosives. How can we find it? It's often through the air, but when you get it on the ground like that, boy, is it a huge bonus.
1st down, and they go right back to it. Saw the lane, hit it quick, call that a gain of 7. Nicely done. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice gain.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust, right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. He's got about 8 yards as he's taken to the ground. And it's going to be 1st down Chiefs.
That's the beauty of mixing up your play calling. Like a great boxer, you never throw the same punch. Throw some unique looks. And that jet sweep, highly effective at moving the chains.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Back to throw, Mahomes. In some trouble, not going to get away. They drop him at the 29. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's now the third sack of the game, and I know how these defenders start to think. How many more can I tally up before this one's over? Still a bunch of game time. And this defense, well, they're feeling it.
Second down, Mahomes. And that one's going to be incomplete. Third down coming up.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Mahomes. Brought in by his back Smith. He's going to be out of bounds there. Defenders make this stop after a gain of about 17. And that's going to give the Chiefs a first down.
You know, they call it the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
From the red zone on first. And he gets home. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce on the 12th play of that series. Butker to try the point after. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And we're back square, 14 apiece here. Well, Brock, the fans were out and shouting J-E-T-S Jets well before the gates opened here. And now they fill the stands of MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Jets.
Cade York to kick off for the Jets.
Katie York set to get this one started. And away we go from East Rutherford. On the return, here's Nico Remigio. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
On the return, the Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's first and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel it in.
Let's see, Kate. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's the dream scenario to any contest. And runs like that, it gets the ball rolling.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. This is Walker on second. It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain, and now they're just inches short for third down.
Well, that run puts them right back in the same old situation for third down. I really thought that run was going to get the couple inches they needed. You could tell, just look at them down there, Kate. They thought it was going to work too.
Here's Mahomes on the sneak. Give him 2 yards. Stop made pretty quickly there. And that earns Kansas City the first down.
2 yards on the play.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
New set of downs from 37. From the pistol, give here to Walker. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Brought down on the play by Tavondre Sweat.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Throwing is Mahomes. His first throw is an interception. That's Demario Davis. And the Jets take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame.
The Jets take over first and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34. Right to the air with Smith. Pass cut, 9-yard line. It's a New York touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by it.
On is Katie York for the PAT. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And they jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Jets 7, Chiefs nothing. Cade York to kick off for the Jets.
Now is York to kick this one away. Mejia with the return. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. First and 10. Off play action, it's Mahomes. And they're going to take him down. Pressure gets to him at the 15. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Second down.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up third down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Got to start taking better care of the football, Brock, as he brings him to the line here, third down. Here's Mahomes now. And he put everything he's got behind it. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect, and now they're stuck facing fourth down. And I think we all knew the odds weren't great for them getting a first down, Brock, but they're not just going to give up the drive walk over the sideline, so took their shot, didn't work out.
So what you're saying is they didn't throw up the white flag, they threw up the bomb, it just didn't hit.
Exactly. Starts the return at the 34. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up first and 10. Smith. That one's complete, right side. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at their 48-yard line.
So 5 on the catch, 5 still to go on second down. Here's Brees Hall on the ground for the first time. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. So they'll get to scheme about this third down call for a bit. That brings us to the end of one. The Jets with an early lead. More from MetLife coming right up. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They start out with 3rd and 4. Smith setting the throw. Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That brings up 4th down.
I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. They're going for this. Buying some time right. And he had it for a second, but unable to hang on. And the possession literally slipped through their fingers as they turn it over on downs.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Pistol now for Mahomes. Here's a screen now for Walker. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Got 4 on the completion, so still 6 ahead of him on 2nd down. Off the RPO, they get it to Worthy. And he's going to be taken down, so call it about 8 yards on that play. And that means they got the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
We've set it down from 37. Walker now from the gun. On the move into the red zone. And he's finally taken down at the 16-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Chiefs first down. Now the give as they set up the jet sweep. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
Taken down back at the 20-yard line.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from MetLife Stadium on the other side. They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. The first carry now, Brashard Smith. And not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down. Chiefs in the hurry up, trying to get everyone in line.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Air it out on 3rd. That's his man, middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Chiefs. Travis Kelce in from 18 out. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Send right down the middle and good. And that ties things at 7.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Trying to locate it. Oh no, he lost it.
You know what, this game is hard. So sometimes catching a break or two in just the right circumstances is a big deal. Sideline could be your best friend as a runner, because you lose the ball next to it, there's a good chance it could go harmlessly out of bounds.
Throwing is Smith. And this one is launched downfield. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half. And they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Throwing on 2nd. Here's Smith. The throw left side finds Sadiq. To the sideline, and he's going to be out of bounds. In about 14 before he stepped out. And that gives New York the first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Smith back to throw. Running right side by Sadiq. He turns the shallow catch into something more. Give him 8 yards. That sets up second and short. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set.
At the 43-yard line.
Second down. Here's Smith. Has it downfield, working the left. Big play before they get to him. That one's going to pick up about 23. And that's going to be first down Jets.
That's good for a Jets. First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now. And this is going to fall incomplete in the end zone. Wanted it all right there. Now they've got to regroup for second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Now Smith. That's caught. It's Brees Hall. And he'll go down here at the 16. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Third down, give to Hall. He pushed for it, but they held strong. Gets it up to the marker, but about a yard away, it looks like. Fourth down.
11-yard line. A gain of 5 yards.
They'll run for it with Hall. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a first and goal.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're off and running once again. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up first and 10. Here's Smith. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
They give on second to Hall. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground.
He was brought down by
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They go right back to Hall. This is close, but does not get that first. They're going to be left with a 4th and short.
He was brought down by
Those are the hurry up here.
a 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Here's Hall once more. And he has got the first down. Not much, only a few yards, but it is enough to convert on 4th and 1.
Gain of 3 yards.
Okay, you call that play in a huddle as a quarterback, you break the huddle, and you can almost feel it right from the jump. You get that surge at the point of attack on 4th and short. They did, and then some to move those chains.
Looking to throw, Smith. And this is lofted deep down the middle. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Defense still reeling from that last play. Now they're defending first and goal from the 3. Working inside the red zone. Caught out wide. And he will score. Touchdown, Jets. Brees Hall. New York is on top. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Now he's York to kick this one away. Mejio with the return. Trying to reverse it on the kick return. And getting too cute costs them. They run the reverse and still get stuck deep on their own side. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Walker. And a good gain here. 11 yards, it looks like. That's going to pick up a first.
Well, they sold it like it was a pass, and by they, I mean everybody involved at the line of scrimmage. Great job by that O-line, the quarterback, everyone making it look like a pass, and then a huge burst for the chunk run.
All set now. 1st and 10. Running with Walker again. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Minka Fitzpatrick in on the stop.
Nothing too fancy there. That is just some good physical football from a back who knows how to read his blocks, Kate, keep himself square, and go get those tough yards.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. In the hands of his running back, Walker. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Right side, quick pass, complete. There's the hit. They're going to force him out of play with a gain of about 12. And it's going to be 1st down Chiefs.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the 1st down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Running left, here's Walker. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Chiefs in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable.
The Jets, 38-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, Mahomes. We've got a screen to the running back. And he can't finish it off in the end zone, but a great effort out of bounds all the way down at the 5.
1st and goal, Kansas
They rip
City.
off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. From the red zone on 1st. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown.
Kansas City.
Patrick Mahomes brought one back earlier and now takes one across. On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. This is good. So this game now hanging on every possession, Brock, just like we like it. We're tied up here in the 4th.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up first and 10. They'll start this drive with Hall. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Smith to the air now. Over the middle, he's got Sadiq. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Smith connects with his back. Hall. He's still going at the 30. Shoves one away. And he's going to be out of bounds after the big gain. Now down inside the 15. A clutch moment for a massive play. 30 yards.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or dude shredding a defense just like that.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got first and 10. Smith setting to throw. What a difference a play makes. This one not working out in their favor. He's hauled to the ground. And that backs them up now into a 2nd and 18. We've got whistles and a timeout call by the defense. 2:07 left to play. Multiple ways to attack. Here's 2nd and long. Trying again following the sack. Smith. Brought in close to the 8. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. Kenyon Sadiq. And New York is on top.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field with the route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
That one right down the middle. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
Cade York to kick off for the Jets.
Now he's York to kick this one away. Here's Smith on the return. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the 1st down.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38. Handoff, running left, Walker. He's dropped. A big stop and a big moment there, Brock. They could not afford to lose yards there. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Multiple ways to attack. Here's 2nd and long. He'll look to throw it. Met at the catch point, and it's incomplete. A couple of defenders nearby. One of them makes the hit to break up that catch. 3rd down upcoming.
Obviously not a tough call to make here. It is 4-down territory from here on out. The tough thing is to find a play you could execute in this moment.
Need something big. It's 3rd and long. Now to throw. Has it, but the hit breaks it up. Incomplete. So a drop on 2nd. Contact assisted drop on 3rd there. And now they're left staring at 4th down.
Now here we go. Now we're getting to one of these situations that you've been practicing and talking about all week, Kate. Defensively, you are verbalizing no hero plays, no interceptions. That ball comes to you. Just find a way to knock it to the ground.
Desperation time here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Brought in inside the 20. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. Xavier Worthy from 65 yards away. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean into his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. His return starts at the 5. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the 4th quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that 3rd phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
Setting up to pass. The throw left side finds Sadiq. And they're going to get him to the ground after a 16-yard gain. And that's going to be good for a Jets 1st down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Back to throw. And this one's going to be incomplete. Catch there, but couldn't survive the contact. That's going to bring up second down. Steadily keeping him involved in their passing game, Brock. But that throw, now, didn't work out the way his earlier targets have.
It kind of felt like, you could see that from the booth, this defense was sick and tired of this running back catching the ball.
Yeah.
A whole lot more active in their coverage, and somebody was ready to finally separate the football when it arrived.
Second down throw coming for Smith. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And this is going to end up an incomplete pass, Potter. So it brings up third down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. To throw. They're going to take another shot. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Well, tie game, and they want to be the ones to put this away. They're going for it. Throwing now. Looking long again. Oh, my goodness, it's intercepted! L'Jarius Sneed with the INT.
Just how many times do these games at this level, Kate, come down to plays like this? In the end, you don't want to be the team making the mistakes. You want to be the one capitalizing on them. And now this offense has got a chance to do so.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. First and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. And he's going to get taken down. They got to him back at the 7. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
It's second down.
Well, Brock, 4 quarters, couldn't decide a winner. And now we're set up for an exciting conclusion to this contest. Overtime is coming up next.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Gotta block that missed kick from their minds and refocus. Still a win to be had as overtime has begun. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. There's the tackle, but the damage already done. Give him about 23 on that play. And it's going to be a New York first down.
3 yards. That's good for a Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Going to the ground again on first. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Throwing on second. Here's Smith. Throw right side. Caught by Wilson. And he's just a little bit short of that first down. They stop him at the 33.
Wilson. A gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
Trying to extend this overtime drive. They only need 1 yard. This is 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Hall. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Looking to throw it. And there it is. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson. First return score, and now he's got a receiving one, too.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
That one splits the uprights. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. So the extra point was made, but after that penalty, they're reconsidering. They're going to try for 2.
The Jets will line up for a 2-point conversion.
And he won't be able to reach the end zone, so their first 2-point try of the afternoon comes up empty. So the win goes to the Jets. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. With Brock Hewitt and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Jets. As with that, we sign off from East Rutherford.